Yo, peace family, this is your native son, Swamp Guinea, sitting here with my man Diallo of Black Heru TV. And so I was just asked to make a comment about the reunion performance last night at the Howard Theater with Trouble Funk and Rare Essence. And I was there, and I have to say that it was a lot of energy. It was good to see all of those old faces in the place. And it just felt good. It felt like a reunion. It felt like a family reunion, to see all of those people gathered together, just having fun, man, having a good time, hearing a lot of those old hits that we heard. Trouble brought it down, RE brought it down. It was a perfect marriage between the two bands coming together and just giving us something that we haven't seen in a long time. Not since those days at the Coliseum, that I can remember going to see bands like RE, Trouble Funk, Chuck Brown, and EU on the same bill, and just bringing it down. I was really impressed. So the funny thing was how I remember kind of coming up in the 80s, and we would have these same bands playing, and you couldn't have these bands performing together unless you had some kind of fight or some type of altercation breaking out. Of course, we were teenagers back then, so it was real easy to square up with somebody that you had beef with on the outside and all of that. So the funny thing, the big joke was last night, I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this building right now who was of it and was doing that very same thing. And, these people are all parents and grandparents now, so the joke was, well, yeah, what would that look like to have some grandparents, going at each other for some 25-year beef or something like that. But anyway, that was the joke. The blessing was that to see the maturity level of people of and from the go-go community, seeing how we've elevated from that. It was a very peaceful reunion last night. Everybody was just was respectful of one another. It was very peaceful, so we've definitely come a long way, and I respect that, and I was so glad and honored to see that how everybody can just sort of move beyond that and grow, and everybody just looked so healthy last night, and it was a festive moment. I was glad and happy to be a part of it. In terms of the musical styles, I mean, Trouble Funk, who they still sound like Trouble Funk. Trouble Funk, they've always had their own unique sound, as every other go-go band, but they've been able to maintain that sound. I remember my boy Chris Allen, aka Geronimo, one of the percussionists from Trouble Funk, he told me a few years ago that one of the things that he had to learn when he first joined the group was the certain cowbell patterns, because that sound, those patterns, those bell patterns, that's an essential part of what the Trouble Funk sound is all about. And so just seeing my boy up there last night rocking and keeping that sound steady and maintaining that just clearly showed me how beautiful that was, So, yeah, I want to say big up to Trouble for keeping that sound. RE for bringing all those old hits back and having everybody in a very festive party mood. It was a good event. I personally would hope to see more. I'd like to see more of those. So let's do it. 2015 is going to be our year. Peace out, everybody.